top shit. Bought a two-seater, it's a Beamer, more than 100 racks. VV's Aquafina, I be iced, I don't ever cap. First name deal, I got my bag, yeah, we automatic. Ice cream reefer, hold it up, yeah, we feeling gas. Driving with a Tabo, going 100, running flow with her. Riding with my shawty, yeah, I knew I had to flow with her. Looking like a bottle, shawty bad, yeah, she know what's up. Looking at the stars, I don't fuck it up. Shawty catch a vibe, yeah, I had to put her on. Bought a two-seater, yeah, we heading for the sun. Shawty got my heart, I ain't tripping for the funds. Yeah, I won't start, I ain't tripping, I'm a stunt. Oh, living lively. Everybody tryna ride my wave, they can ride me. Pull up in a foreign to the curb, looking icy. I ain't never stressed about a fit, I'm on hype beats.
Ayo, Parrish, this shit high, boy. To me, she said she can't get enough. I pulled up in a candy paint, I drop top, can't top that. A brand new coupe, little boy, you know you can't top it. Like big boy, she get it up. Your bitch keep talking to me, she said she can't get enough. I pulled up in a candy paint, I drop top, can't top that. A brand new coupe, little boy, you know you can't talk back. Won't get harder, that's what got me grinding now. Super Cardi, right outside the party, don't need no one around me. I'd rather be lonely than be near you. I say I'm a keeping it low key. You knew me in high school, don't say that you know me. I'd rather be alone than be around all you fake fucks. They want me on the dot, they got me counting big bucks. Dreams to ride around in Hollywood, smoke palm trees and get faded, puffing on the wood. Take 2 pills, I can't feel my face, I'm okay. Ginger hot text, like that shit all day. Been this way since 13, but oh well. A real punk boy, some cocaine and hotel. A high school dropout, making it out. You better not talk or I'm taking you out. To me, she said she can't get enough. I pulled up in a candy paint, I drop top, can't top that. A brand new coupe, little boy, you know you can't top it. Like big boy, she get it up. Your bitch keep talking to me, she said she can't get enough. I pulled up in a candy paint, I drop top, can't top that. A brand new coupe, little boy, you know you can't talk back.
Hop inside an Audi, then I hit the dash. Shawty know I only care about the cash. Big guns, big sticks, big racks. She asked me how I got it, said I got it like that. I get it when I want it, smoking marijuana. Keep it hotter than a sauna, smoking till the sun up. They asked me if I have bands, I said bring your funds up. They texted me to a challenge and they didn't show up. Where they at though? Pop out at your party and I got the stick tuck. You just walked out on your skateboard looking like a dumb fuck. Mama told me get a bag and I said run it up. With the naughty and a jag, but I need a bench truck. I need real cheese, big ass peso. Don't fuck with me or this fucking bankroll. Got a 4.0 CPI on the road. Beating up and down the freeway, didn't pay a single toll. If you fuck with my money moves, I'll make it less relevant. I'll make all of these niggas mad. They might scream and cry and vent. I might stack up 100 racks and buy me an elephant. I might send you another fact. Could you tell me if it's sent? Hop inside an Audi, then I hit the dash. Shawty know I only care about the cash. Big guns, big sticks, big racks. She asked me how I got it, said I got it like that. I get it when I want it, smoking marijuana. Keep it hotter than a sauna, smoking till the sun up. They asked me if I have bands, I said bring your funds up. They texted me to a challenge and they didn't show up. Didn't show up, I'm knocking at your door, right? Taking meds till I pass out on the floor, right? If a nigga step up, I say goodnight. Written on the ground in chalk, all that off-white. Put you right up on a shirt. I'll be damned if I never put in work. You a broke ass bitch, your pockets hurt. And I carry an Uzi, no vert, chillin' in the jacuzzi. My way, 90 on the dash, driving down the highway. Only care about the cash, what the fuck can I say? I've been waiting for the blow up, call me Pompeii. Hey, hop inside an Audi, then I hit the dash. Shawty know I only care about the cash. Big guns, big sticks, big racks. She asked me how I got it, said I got it like that. I get it when I want it, smoking marijuana, keep it hotter than a sauna, smoking till the sun up. They asked me if I have bands, I said bring your funds up. They tested me to a challenge and that didn't show up.
Yeah.
Order submitted.
Tommy says, man, I'm feeling good again, but I probably shouldn't be. Because the way I've been acting, but fuck it though.
Ayo, Babs, this
Yeah.
shit crazy.
Yeah, off in it, sipping on bubbly, we popping it. I'm moving safe like cautiously. You watch the way that you talk to me. My new hoe is a model. She wanna fly out to Cabo. I said, just wait till I drop my album.
Girl, it's alright, I'm a hoe too. Just got a bag, I'm a blow through. I need some space, need O2. And I get the shit that you go through. It's probably my fault if I ghost you. I push away people I'm close with. Won't stand on and stand, I don't know shit. Yeah, we took a pic and I posted. I remember the blog I was posted. My revenue gon' shine like a glow stick. I'm like, can you swallow this whole shit? They riding my wave like an ocean. Wait, I can't tell the time on my new Audemars. I do this shit, I gon' set me apart.
Order filled.
Girl, I'm a savage, yeah. So I got a bad, we stay at the top, yeah. But we came from the bottom. I got a script from the dark, yeah. Got Percocet problems. My haters want me to flop, nah. Say fuck when we ballin'. I'ma say shit, but I miss you a lot, yeah. Say fuck it, I'm calling. You better pick up the phone when I phone you. I don't go bro, that's the shit that my clones do. I don't show love to a hoe unless I own you. I wanna hold you. Don't always do the shit that I'm supposed to. If I act right with a hoe, she bad. Some things better in the past, though, yeah. But tryna bust this little bit from the back, ayy. Just tryna get my rack, ayy. It's alright, I'm a hoe too. You just want fuck, wanna get me high. Don't talk much, I'm slow too. Last hoe left, she ain't say why. Y'all don't really get what I go through. I just need space, need O2. Can't say why, but I chose you. My new drip finna get me fly. Girl, it's alright, I'm a hoe too. Just got a bag, I'm a blow through. I need some space, need O2. And I get the shit that you go through. It's probably my fault if I ghost you. I push away people I'm close with. Won't stand on and stand, I don't know shit. Yeah, we took a pic and I posted. I remember the blog I was posted. My revenue gon' shine like a glow stick. I'm like, can you swallow this whole shit? They riding my wave like an ocean. Wait, I can't tell the time on my new Audemars. I do this shit, that gon' set me apart. Yeah, girl, I'm a savage. Yeah. So I got a bad bitch. I got DNZ dark. I took her home and I ripped her apart. Tried to show love and she ripped on my heart. Green around me like I should at the park. I smoke gelato, don't fuck with a cart. And I probably fucked this shit up from the start. I know what you been, I know what you are. Still wanna lay with you, stare at the stars. I just took a benzo, but I just wanna vibe with my friends though. And don't put me up in no friend zone. But can we still fucking be friends though? Nah, probably not. I'm in a city where they really rob and show you the game, but you really off and shit. It's alright, I'm a hoe too. Just got a bag, I'm a blow through. I need some space, need O2. And I get the shit that you go through. It's probably my fault if I ghost you. I push away people I'm close with. Won't stand on and stand, I don't know shit. Yeah, we took a pic and I posted. I remember the blog I was posted. My revenue gon' shine like a glow stick. I'm like, can you swallow this whole shit? They riding my wave like an ocean. Wait, I can't tell the time on my new Audemars. I do this shit, that gon' set me apart. Yeah, girl, I'm a savage. Yeah. So I got a bad bitch. Yeah.
Hey yo, water boy. This shit wet.
We run it up, was up. That bitch gonna know when was up.
prematurely punch me in. They see me in, I won never losing, but I was just prepping myself for the win. She brought a friend, beat up the pussy, then I go and cop and then hop in the band. She love my music, but says
Yo, what's good, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. Gonna do a couple of mic check for real right before we start. Don't mind the position that it's right now on. It's just like the usual practice drill we do before every live. We do some practice drill entry. So don't mind that position. We'll be gonna be closing it very soon. It's on the sim coin, and the sim coin is not really relevant. It's more for practice. Because I'm showing you guys my whole process, and the process is pretty simple. I practice entry drills before market open, or before the actual like trading time. Then we close the position and we focus on the actual like trading time zone and see if we have a setup. Okay, hope you guys a beautiful week, had a beautiful week. So I will just give you guys a quick recap on what happened today. Dollar has been very explosive to the upside after we had the CPI release. CPI release, so pretty much what can you expect when you look at fundamentals? If you had a CPI release not higher than the previous one, which was like 3.4, if we were going higher than 3.4, this might be looking more like explosive, and there might be chance that they would not low down the rates for the next Fed decision. Here we've got a 3.1, so which is decent, right? And since it's 3.1, there is gonna be chance that when the coming FOMC decision, they might lower a little bit the rates. So if that happens, we might have a dollar that's gonna be less explosive to the upside, and we might be finding nice growth on the indices. So pretty much when the news got released, we've got, since dollar was really explosive, we've got a nice move down on all the indices, and also the gold market as well. So overall for today we might be looking for some shorts, but like I usually say, I'm not looking on shorting the market at the bottom, so I will wait for the market to trade a little bit higher, and then look for shorts, or on the 5 minute if we have clear direction of what the market is, where the market is heading in terms also of the order flow. We might like stab the short at it because we will have all our components, okay? But now I'm not bias driven. We have ES that breaks the initial low as of now, so NQ should be doing the same. It should be breaking lower. So if you look at the M15, right now, so that's how the M15 looks like. Would be more interesting on market, like keep on running up for a bit and then try that will be like the perfect example to be shorting the market around the yesterday's value area, or around 50% of retracement. But can market retrace that much? Not really sure. So at least I will be waiting for which this high.
Say watch out, everyone come for that ride out, yeah. Say watch out, we came with that dog pound, yeah. I gotta get me a bag, steady type of cash on my bro and that same shit. No, we don't fuck on no lame bitch, can't even fuck on the same shit. I heard your shit in the swag, that shit is so sad, put in work at that basement. I charge you double that payment, look boy, I'm not one you can play with.
Okay, so this was an actual key level here, as you can see. I've took a stab here. I've took a stab here before because I was just practicing entry drills, right? It was not an actual like trade that I framed. It's just like the muscle memory practice. Just like for this zone, actually, it's pure muscle memory practice, right? But knowing, if we keep in mind that market might be retracing, sometimes if you do have some sort of experience, you can play also the retracement. But to be really honest, I would rather see market trades up to this area, which is like 694. See if we do trade still trade like below it, and then see if we get some sort of like displacement down from that area to enter a short. But right now, if you look at the price action, as you can see, uh, it's more like ranging. We have two sorts of expansion with two candles, but that doesn't mean a lot right now. We just gonna keep giving a weight. And also, I hope you guys had a great weekend off the charts or did some studies, right? There was not that much study for myself because I was like pretty not tilted, but I was pretty that got me like assessing a lot my trading on the session that we had on Friday. The fact that there was only one component that did not match the trade idea. I was not pissed, but that got me like thinking on practicing with more engagement from my part. But yeah, that's about it. We don't have a tiny profile. Uh, it's a decent profile with about 100 points. So yeah, this is why also I was more looking for the market to price that whole area. As you can see, I need to figure out how can I put my epic pen within my stream so uh, I can draw easily um, in that area. You see that all inefficiency of drawing. But like our dear friend says, that might be a good idea, trade idea or good trade conditions for PM session. We're just gonna wait for like the whole hour. We'll trade that whole hour as we usually do and see how it goes. So yeah, that's 694. But right now there is not that much we can do. We just gotta wait. We'll give a look also at how the order flow has been trading here. So as you can see, we went down to that key level, 630. 630 is around that area, and it's something similar that I talked a lot within my streams, and I don't get that question very often. But once we reach a key level around like the 630 and we hit the ask very hardly, when market is not pushing any lower, a market most likely will be retracing up, right? Because we have a lot of ask to be hit that is being hit, right? And um and yeah, that's something that we usually saw within the streams yet, as you can see. That's the key level. We come at the key level, we hit the ask with a sell imbalance. Look, I'm gonna try to zoom in for y'all. See, that's a 291 sell imbalance, right? And market is not pushing any lower. It does for a couple of points right after, for like about 40 points. But then it comes back up and takes the previous high, as you can see here, and we've been hitting the ask very hardly. So what can you think on a macro perspective, since we've been very bullish for quite a while on NQ, Nasdaq, or indices? It's the price mechanics. Let's say you're a buyer. Once you reach your profit target, there's gonna be a lot of sell at the market that's gonna be coming in once your TP is reached, or if you want to exit your buy position, there's gonna be a lot of sell orders that's coming in. So for me, that whole like retracement to the downside, on top of like the news, the fundamental news, on top of it, for me, it's just like it's just like a huge profit taking from the whole ride we had to the upside, right? So that's my opinion.
Can I hit it in the morning? Cause I'm flying, man, I'm soaring. I'm just going through the motions. There's no telling where we're going. Baby girl, I know you wanna hit it all now. I'm a playboy like Sinatra. See the evil eye every time we pull up. Talking about the fakes, but that's not us. You know you can call me Dundada. Baby, we gon' pull up to the opera.
Okay, so you see this actually looks nice.
I'm a playboy like Sinatra.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Sipping on that walk and it's heavy now. Running on my guap and it's steady now. I didn't want that top and it's been a while. Trying all these pills, how I'm living now. Sipping on that walk and it's heavy now. Running on my guap and it's steady now. I didn't want that top and it's been a while. Trying all these pills, how I'm living now. Sipping on that walk and it's heavy now. Running on my guap and it's steady now. I didn't want that top and it's been a while.
Trying out these pills, I'm living now. Yeah, I didn't want a cake. She didn't want my money when I pull up in the rave. Hop on my way, but where am I going? Get into the cake, yeah, you know I'ma blow it. Yeah, you know I got a problem, but I just want a cake. Money on me, yeah, you know I won't change. Too many thoughts when I pull up in the range. Too many thoughts when I pull up in the range. Yeah, I didn't want a cake. She didn't want my money when I pull up in the range. Hop on my way, where am I going? Get into the cake, yeah, you know I'ma blow it. Sipping on that walk and it's heavy now. Running on my guap and it's steady now. I didn't want that top and it's been a while. Trying out these pills, I'm living now. Ay, sipping on that walk and it's heavy now. Ay, running on my guap and it's steady now. Ay, I didn't want that top and it's been a while. Ay, trying out these pills, I'm living now. Ay, sipping on that walk and it's heavy now. Ay, running on my guap and it's steady now. Ay, I didn't want that top and it's been a while. Ay, trying out these pills, I'm living now. Ay, pop a little molly, ay, hope it don't die. Ay, why she always lying? Yeah, I see it in her eyes. Ay, pull up in the coupe, ay, now she going right. Pull up in the coupe, ay, now she going right. Now I'm feeling alright. I'm speeding through the night. Hey, I'ma curl my whip, and I hope it don't die.
It's the movie book, and you see the value area high came down very close. That's actually a very good information. So that means we might not get that huge drop of retracement. We might be waiting for price to hit that value area high first and see how it goes. And the overall order flow, basically, it's pretty much we have a huge minimum delta, which is not quietly negative, right? And this is when you can be tempted to sell, right? With that minimum delta. But I'm honestly be waiting for market to price a little bit higher to increase our probability, right?
I ain't never been a hating type, baby love me on sight. And yes, you know I can't stay tonight, but I put Henny on ice. And yeah, we really getting faded right. Yeah, girl, I'm trying to feel nice. And all this music, I'm taking flight. Yeah, everything feel right. I ain't really into popping off, cause begging ain't my type. Finna put a Benz in my parking lot, and my brothers shoot, they don't fight. So we don't really sit and just talk a lot. Don't think I had an off night. She see me slide in that parking lot, I think she like the off-white. And no, I really don't say a lot. They heard and know what I did. Can't wait until a nigga drop the top. Thinking about how I
You understand why I'm not selling lower, because that will prevent you entering trades like this. But it will prevent you from taking trades like this.
Chase this cash. This next shit bound to happen, cause I know I'm about to be in my bag. Up in my bag, yeah. Chasing a bag, yeah. I got a call on my bad habits. Boy, you sauce with the fashion. It put together like some mathematics. And I keep it moving, the girl, what you doing? And you said you bad at it. They know I
So delta is nice. It's pretty much very high. Right, we're gonna reach that 694 and see how it goes from there.
Baby, let me on sight. And yes, you know I can't stay tonight, but I put Henny on ice. And yeah, we really getting faded right. Yeah, girl, I'm trying to feel nice. And all this music, I'm taking flight. Yeah, everything feel right. I ain't really into popping off, cause begging ain't my type. Finna put a Benz in my parking lot.
I don't think we touched it.
So we don't really sit and just talk a lot. Don't think I had an off night. She see me slide in that parking lot. I think she like the off-white. And no, I really don't say a lot. They heard and know what I did.
No.
Can't wait until a nigga drop the top. Thinking about how I live. And I can make your name popular, but I ain't giving no drip. And I ain't really trying to
So we have a nice break to the upside, yeah. Really nice. Something that is actually real interesting is that we have some sort of divergence between those two assets, between ES and NQ. Will that hold? I don't know. If we actually have that good we have actually a clean ride to the upside, we might have a clean ride for retracement, but value area high keeps on going down. That means we have more volumes coming to the market. The actual target might be like that whole inefficiency here, 742 up to 807, because we can see there is not that much volume, right? Okay, we're pushing 703. That's it. That is nice. Yes, it's doing the same.
She said I hate my day job. I don't feel it. I need race car. Top down to match my ceiling. I don't have none. Dollar billies one time. She said I hate my day job. I don't feel it. I need race car. Top down to match my ceiling. I don't have none. Have none. Dollar billies in my bag one. Bag one. Fuck your feelings. I detach them. Wonder why I had them. With her bad lungs. Running back to 'em. Keep coming back if I had known. Aren't you tired of understand why? Probably just a habit. She running till the cash comes. Wonder what happened. Busy on the inside. I ain't got the answer. I ain't got hands. I don't got answer. You and your friends. Where have you been? She said I hate my day job. I don't feel it. I need race car. Top down to match my ceiling. I don't have none. Have none. Dollar billies in my bag one. Bag one. Fuck your feelings. I need pilot. I've gone high. Parachute. This my first. If we land in quicksand, tell them to. I might die. Body bag. Polyglot. Had that price on my head. Took her in July. Couple months fall again. Day job. I don't feel it. I need race car. Top down like my ceiling. I don't have none. Have none. Yeah. She said I hate my day job. I don't feel it. I need race car. Top down to match my ceiling. I don't have none. Have none. Dollar billies in my bag one. Bag one. Fuck your feelings. I need.
Okay, we are back. Okay, so we're breaking those 94.
What do you want? I just want another blunt. And shawty, she calling. I know, baby, what you want. I got hoes in my section.
We'll still keep in mind, so that's our whole like range. But I keep in mind this might be because of the only news effects. especially if I have dollar displacing down. So this might be good close to the VPOC, but now we're already at value area high. So we gotta watch out what price will be doing. So you see that's a high time frame key level right here at 630. And 738, so about 10 points more, and we'll be entering into a zone where there is not that much volume. But the divergence is pretty real right now on ES and NQ. It's huge. It's huge.
Got a cardi on me poppin' when I shoot, I never miss. She gon' ask if I'm in love, I never lie, plead the fifth. Only want me cause I'm icy and I'm pricey with the fist. You can see the way I'm shiesty, all my diamonds really gliss. Got a cardi on me poppin' when I shoot, I never miss. She gon' ask if I'm in love, I never lie, plead the fifth. Only want me cause I'm icy and I'm pricey with the fist. You can see the way I'm shiesty, all my diamonds
Even
really gliss.
62, I would say.
Like a Tesla with a whole world in my hand. Mama told me keep it
But we have
moving, so
very
I
nice
don't fear any
displacement from
man.
dollar. Let's see if the dollar breaks the low.
Most these rappers really capping when they say they getting bands. Plus I know the shit you saying when I'm really not around. All that talking gets you lit, you steady playing out of bounds. Now you trying to be a friend to me, too late, you really foul. Ain't no M1s in this game, cause after one you fouling now, yeah. Got a cardi on me popping when I shoot, I
Okay,
never miss.
ES
She gon'
breaks
ask
the
if I'm in
high.
love, I never lie, plead the fifth. Only want me cause I'm icy and I'm pricey with the fist. You can see the way I'm shiesty, all my diamonds really gliss. Got a cardi on me popping when I shoot, I never miss. She gon' ask if I'm in
We
love,
might
I
have a
never
setup
lie,
or
plead the
something.
fifth. Only want me cause I'm icy and I'm pricey with the fist. You can see the way I'm shiesty, all my diamonds really gliss. Mr. Flex a lot, I told you that I do this on the regular. My cellular be jumping cause these people never get enough. The best them up, never be regretting what I says to them. I'm unapologetic so these people think I'm testing them. Leveling up
So to recap, this was the 1 minute. On the key level, we made the lower low. We've come here.
I'm sorry for the way y'all disgusting and be falling off, you really never change. Got a cardi on me popping when I shoot, I never
And
miss.
I'm obligated to open a trade today, but what's going to happen is even if I don't have my entry type, I'm just gonna open and close right away because with funded account you need to at least maximum of 5 trading days of not trading. And since with the last time we traded was on the 6th, 3 to 4 days trading days has passed. So today actually we need to open an order, but I'll open like and close it right away.
See the life
So that's 50% on those weeks, and if you're not on the weeks, and yeah, when once we reach that floor of volume,
She got me swimming in her section. VIP and MVP, she never had me guessing. Pop a pussy like a question. Yeah, I'm gonna fly. We can fly to Aruba. Ice in a cooler. Shoot a eye, got a Ruger. It's fine by me. We can down with some 5-star jeans. And ballet with a rock star dream. Kind of into my hot scene. Yeah, you got different flavors. You is so dope and delightful. If you and me were neighbors, then our hearts might need a Bible. Eyes closed, I don't wanna see you go. She delightful, she delightful.
She delightful, she bad, yeah, devil need a Bible. But I'm committed, my decision, it is final. She brought me back from the dead, revival. She delightful, she bad, yeah, devil need a Bible. But I'm committed, my decision, it is final. She brought me back from the dead, revival.
In terms of the order flow, we have a lot of volume, and like I said, since we have that pattern, I'm gonna say pattern, but it's a behavior that we usually do see at on a higher picture when market hits the ask at a higher time frame key levels. It's just gonna be violating to the other side. Sometimes it happens a lot. So this is what happened, and now we are planning. I'd say I'll probably planning on the actually probably be try looking to buy that area since we are actually low. I'm not gonna be saying low to reach the top at 80.68.
Got money making hits, now you not catching up. Pull me up, yeah, I'm a drink, now there ain't any luck. I've been working, it's a bitch, you can catch me posted up with a yeah, let it roof 5K on a chain, that's where I be gone. Look both ways for the ops, yeah, they want me gone. Trust no games, I don't play, I don't want it now. I was down bad, now I'm out like a star. People in the past tense doing back like a dart. Everybody watch me, cause I'm on it and they not. Put it in a high speed, kick it, yeah, the foreign high. Can't nobody cross me, I be rolling with my stars. Swerving in out of lanes, party I like every day. I'ma keep on going, I just want another 100K. Shawty wanna wet it rain, right down my everything. I'm here to terror, got me serving through the interstate. Ran away from the past and the nonsense. Tired of toxic ends, not an option. Made it up from the mud, I'ma find this. Taking off hella fast, I'm a Martian. Yeah, pressure on my body on sync, yeah. Never had a copy for the clicks, no, ayy. Money always got me feeling big, yeah. In a drop top, zooming 96, I'm gone. I try to save the world, yeah. No one knows who to trust. It started off with words, yeah. Now it's trying to fight all this cause.
Don't like me, cause yeah. Alright, let's go.
Don't like me, well I'm on the road. I speak, chase, that's what I love. Can't see what I can't control. Did it once, yeah, do it once again. Watch my father, yeah, he taught me how to win. Cop new product, money taught me how to spin. Waves like water, music taught me how to swim. I'ma fill my bottle way up to the brim. Back then, yeah, I never talked at all. Ashes, yeah, let them bridges fall. I've been way better than before. Posted with my Got $100,000 on my checklist. All the money you made, that's all I said. You ain't learned it. I be a new person. I be making money fast. They be so determined. I be working every day. Yeah, I'm up on my circuit. Got me another diamond chain made it from the surface. I been hurting. Would you live with me? Straight till the end. Baby, don't leave my back. I'm too spent. This is what I got, yeah, it's how it been. But that's okay, cause I'm making ends. Don't like me, well, I'm on the road. High speed, chase, that's what I love. Can't see what I can't control. Did it once, yeah, do it once again. Watch my father, yeah, he taught me how to win. Cop new product, money taught me how to spin. Waves like water, music taught me how to swim. I'ma fill my bottle way up to the brim.
Back then, yeah, I never taught it all. Ashes, yeah, let them bridges fall. I've been way better than before. Posted more cash than it's all.
So 760. So this our whole zone might be our key level. So that's the 1 hour. That's the 1 hour chart. You see, we've reached that key level. Well, we dipped down a little bit much lower, but then we've had a significant ask to be striked and market start rallying up. That's something that we usually see. But in my opinion, the 694, this was my theory on the macro side. So on the macro side, if that 694 area is really being accepted and price keeps on rising up and we trace back into that area, this might be the actual low of this week. So we might be on a weekly low and then we'll be rising very up this week. This was my actual theory. Why? It's because around the 554 and the 695, it's the whole like previous week low and previous week's open. And usually if we dip down into that previous week's open with those type of how can I say market behavior, we can expect, I would say, keep on be like bullish There's also like I said, the profit taking and the panic at the CPI, because that CPI will have an impact on that Fed decision. Because keep in mind, Fed decisions, or most of the time, they are based on those CPI reports as well. So I'm not explaining to you how to forecast those Fed decisions for the rate decision, but sometimes the rate decision can be more accurate if you see how good or bad was the CPI, right? And then also there's price action as well.
Big money, I'm just waiting on a call. Say you with me, you just wishing that I fall. Stay down, cause you know I do it all. Put the money in the
So let's assume like the news was just like the whole noise and noise for dollar, and then we start like running back up. That would make great sense. Hold on. So that's the previous week candle. We did not trade below the low of the week. Yeah, we were very close actually. But then that's previous week open. It's 695.
Spin a bag and Neiman Marcus told the clerk hello. Walk in with my bitch, she walk all yellow. Catch some flights, gotta stop in a lot of Heathrow. Send them by the
That's some
window,
behavior
spin another bag and we do
we
it
usually
again.
see
We
on a
tryna leave the hoes at the most to
macro
pay. All up
perspective.
in my mentions when I see them, they my fans. You win, then you lose, gotta take another chance.
I'm not saying that you gotta trade off of that, but let's say last year around the same time on NQ, when I was working for like a fund on Nasdaq and gold market, I took a very huge trade that like yielded the fund about 14%, and that 14% was made based on that idea, on that rejection of that previous weekly open. I was not doing intraday. I'm more an intraday slash scalper style, but my job was simply to take good trades, whether it's 4 hour or daily, right? Um, but yeah, that's the actual that was the actual purpose. I'm not saying it's gonna happen like today, right, or like tomorrow, but sometimes it's a great way to understand that. Or you can just come and look for it on previous weekly profile. Okay. Yeah, I'd say we're breaking the high. So let's say if that's the new high. That would be nice. That could be really nice. So let's look at the order flow right now. So we have huge volume, around 13,000 volume, nice delta. It's not a huge explosive delta, like we didn't even came above 1K, but it's decent, like 800, 900 delta, it's really decent, especially if the minimum delta keeps on like decreasing, or let's say increasing from negative to positive.
It's on my cellular. Pull up in that all black SUV like Santa does. My chains be shining, I can't hide them, I can't get enough. I might just pull up like a face ray. In the back with a bitch spot a day. I might just cop a diamond chain out of see cheapskates. Then when it cash it all out on the same day. Just like a face ray. I might just pull up like a face ray. In the back with a bitch spot a day. I might just cop a diamond chain out of see cheapskates. Then when it cash it all out on the same day. Just like a face ray. Building up my confidence, I ain't got no time for that. In a whip with a bitch and she confident. Yeah, she mad at me, like an
here, to be honest, we just gotta wait. The real interesting was like the whole process here. I'm gonna put it on the R75 so you guys can see it better. Okay. Hold on. Always put 2 ticks per level. Yeah, that's beautiful. So you see, you have the 600 here. You see, we've hit the ask very hardly around the 600, which is right here. Value area low and market pricing higher, as you can see. And we have a actually we're breaking the high here. We have an efficiency here, and you see we've been hitting the ask very hardly at 640, and market, where is that? It's at 770 points. It's like more than 100 points. So imagine if you were selling when the ask was hidden there, I'm for sure you're gonna be like stop loss, for sure. And sometimes it's really good when I'm telling you, when the ask or the bid gets hit very hard, you can see, okay, does the market is very pushing lower like aggressively or not? So yeah, we did push a little bit lower, but we are not closing any near down those last 3 candles, 3 bars, I'd say. And look, after we rally again, we've come back to that same low, and we keep running up. And same thing, once you reach the key level high, we've hit the bid very hard, but market is not pushing any higher. It's actually like accumulating and going lower before skyrocketing higher. That's I'd say that's the beauty of our price mechanics. Okay, so volume should be decreasing right now. Why is that? So the buy volume should be decreasing right now because I told you we're gonna be coming in an area where there is not that much volume. You see, there was no volume here, and now the fact that that volume has been filled, it's telling us that market is accepting those values. It accepting all these values, right?
You don't know me, better learn it. Wanna text back now, I gotta earn it. Only buying shit cause I deserve it.
I'll come back to that R5.
See me on the I-10 swerving 10. Bad bitch, what I've been
2 per level.
Never been a nigga that was nervous. Yeah. Almost signed a deal, but change your plans.
So you reach a key level, ask gets hit, value area high, we reintegrate that value area high, so market should be retracing a bit. That's from the closing price low to the closing price high, okay? And that's the first low.
I don't rock with you because your team full of cops. Not the type of nigga that be beefing a lot. Trust me, no I'm not. Trust me, no I'm not. Flipping lean on the rocks, high
key on the block. I don't rock with you because your team full of cops. Not the type of nigga that be beefing a lot. Trust me, no I'm not. Tryna with a new excursion. You don't know me, better learn it. Wanna text back, nah, I gotta earn it. Only buying shit cause I deserve it. Tryna with a new excursion. See me on the I-10 swerving 10. Bad bitch, what I've been curving. Never been a nigga that was nervous.
We keep losing our brothers, oh shit, I ain't going outside, it's a thing on my side, I've been gripping my palms, yeah, another reason to cry, this shit, know your mother and sister, they look how they miss you, what's happening left and right, I need a tissue, I know we get cold outside, you start looking for love, ain't no prince in the club, and them bodies still dropping, my time doesn't stop, R.I.P. to my bros, we grew up on the block, no these streets don't love you, no these streets don't love, no these streets don't love, no these streets don't love you, no these streets don't love, no these streets don't love. No, these streets don't love nobody. No, these streets don't. No, these streets don't. No, these streets don't love nobody. No, these streets don't. No, these streets don't. No, these streets don't. No, these streets don't. They took a life, yeah, it took a toll. Bang, it was all of the shit he know. He was just sticking to the code. It's a shame he couldn't even
How's the
take
volume?
me
So
away.
we still have a consistent volume though. We're about like 10,000 volume. That's a decent volume. I want to be honest.
When he lost it brought me so much pain, but at least he left quietly. I know he looking down proud of me, promised him I'll never change. Yeah, so now every night before I go to sleep, I pray the Lord on my soul
But you
to
have
keep.
a huge delta rotation here. So we've hit the ask and we have huge delta rotation. So you have much more probabilities that price will be at least retracing lower because we have a huge pressure on the delta and as well as the minimum delta. And now we're just going to be waiting if, okay, are we still going to be pressuring delta like very, very hardly to the negative side? Or at some point where we annotated on the price, are this volume or this flow of sellers, it's going to be getting exhausted.
No, these streets don't love you. No, these streets don't love. No, these streets don't love. No, these streets don't love you. No, these streets don't love. No, these streets don't love. No, these streets they don't love nobody. No, these streets don't. No, these streets don't. No, these streets don't love nobody. No, these streets don't. No, these streets don't.
So yeah, we did retrace back up to that 66, right? Which is good.
Finna reach my goals. I walk around pockets full. I just got the new hit 14. That's the shit you wish you could afford. And they say, yeah. I'm headed up to the stars. That 25-8 overwork, don't hate. My shit just got me more. If I can trust, I can trust anybody. I'm making sure all the day was beside me. And niggas wildin' so I don't drink at parties. Girls making bad decisions up Bacardi. Rappers so they gon' search me on Safari. None of my old girls can have me, I'm sorry. I'm wearing that blue, I'ma scroll like Jabari. I'm not sorry for the wait. All of my family gon' eat cause we grounded forever. So I'm not sorry for my plate. Shawty was playing too much, she was dying with niggas. I had to get her out the way. I don't want love, we can't go on a date. I just be focused on getting this cake. So why this girl leading me up, she a saint. Flexing, I'ma vibe alone. Texting, I won't pick up the phone. Then like he fired, he raw to the bone. And I can't be a sip, so forget a little song. I'm
time for the ceiling, we all reach the sky. Reach the top, my feet gon' be designer. I see the clock, my future glowing brighter. I feed the flock, my plate gon' be a diner. Don't cheat, do not follow all your desires. I seek for more, I'm never getting tired. I reap the soul, my actions getting finer. I reach my goal, so our haters confine us. Flexing, got a lot of dough. Blessings, I'ma give me some more. I'm stacking this wallet, don't hit me for nada. I'll see you mañana when I hit the glow. I'm buying new things, but first gotta cop my deuce a crib. Then buy at a private island, make a couple thousand, cop shotty a new ring. Finally reach my goal. I walk around pockets full. I just got the new hit 410. That's the shit you wish you could afford. And they say yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm headed up to the stars. That 25-8 of a work, don't hate my shit, just got me more.
Tell me what you really want from me. Big dog, but I never need a
695 might be pretty good. And I'm saying 695 because of that previous week open. If it actually can reach there. Well, yeah, pretty much I explained everything regarding today's profile, and we can see it much better on the 1 hour. We didn't have that much volume there, but also that whole area didn't have that much volume. Then we filled that volume. We have huge negative delta pushing down. We're just gonna give a look at the order flow. So you see it's still quite negative. It's not exhausting right now. But it did on the minimum delta, it did exhaust for a bit.
I'm back in my element. I had to tell you, go chill, man, I'm celibate. Wake up, get money, the regiment. I'm in the stew, cooking up like experiments. Yeah, whoa. Yeah, whoa. 4 pockets full for these bands. Yeah, I be dolo, but I told her bring all her friends, get a check and I spend in advance. Too many baddies, so no, I can't get one a chance. No, hop out the whip and I'm fresh. Don't want your cheeks, she a mess, got my foot on they neck. Low when they cutting my check, when a car bulletproof like a vest, I'm not taking a rest. Swear I just been in my zone lately. I've been working, won't pick up the phone lately.
To be honest, I will be really waiting for a retracement of that small expansion right there. And that goes to 695. Or that's a high time frame area which is really interesting. We can play off of. But I will be much more riskier since we're quite high in the market. Meanwhile, we'll make some snacks, some French snacks.
When a car bulletproof like a vest, I'm not taking a rest. Swear I just been in my zone lately. I've
It's not a croissant. It's a chocolate bread. So as you can see, it looks like it had some sort of exhaustion because we went from like that minus 1200 delta and now we're up 600. So that could be also very telling. So on ES, it has been respected really nicely. We'll give it a wait still. I was really expecting the price to retrace much lower. Why would I expect price to retrace much lower? It's because we had a huge negative delta going to the downside. But once we tap that key level of the ask that has been hidden, we are now trading against them. So let's see if we can price back to that same price area, which is 47, and see how price goes, because that simply will be telling us that okay, we've reached a value area high, we've come back to it, and now we did reintegrate it, but we are accepting lower values or not. You can see we still have poor volume around this area, so this is why I'm trying to get that play right, and not any more higher than that. Why do we have no more music? I'm gonna fix it.
Looked up in the sky, think I seen a plane, think I seen a plane, think I seen a plane. Looked up in the sky, think I seen a plane, think I seen a plane, think I seen a plane. What's up? Yeah, we do it all day, dog. I bite and you play, dog. I don't like the way that you play, dog. Every night that we packing them in, third of my shoes, tracking them in, on stage emotion, we laughing again.
We're gonna revisit that level.
See a plane, see a bird. OCD, we go to work. OCD, we go berserk. I mean, a team is super genius. Now we off in outer space. Push them off and out the way. Get that carpet out my face. I said, do that to the break of dawn. Right now, we gotta break them in. Right now, we gotta break them off. Right now, we gotta break them in. Every night that we leave you, don't get mad, don't get that. You text me and I text back. I'm in first place and you dead last. So look up in the sky. Think I seen a plane. Think I seen a plane. Think I
Oh, there you
seen
go.
a plane. Look up in the sky. Think I seen a plane. time that we pull up, every time that we go, every time we look down, this life is all that we know. I say this life is all that we know. Life is all that we know. Every time we look down, this life is all that we know. I say it every
I
time.
think there would be a play that we could have gone here if we were just respecting like what's happening here.
What you know about them alcoholics? What you know about a two-time offender killer who extra cautious? Tell me something about a real club kid, better known as a Pennsylvania junkie.
There we
Them cats,
go.
they don't be scared.
So that's
Mess around and
32.
take your money. Now look, if you
This could have
pay
been
what
a
you
nice
make,
play.
let a crew say what you say. Eat Fridays on Tuesdays, make champagne from Kool-Aid. No play stuff, we bluff for real. Ride or die, we stuck for real. Yeah, times been hella hard. Let me know if you love me still. Let's hire my Brody homies to be our Coroni roadies. Kill for my Betty boys. Remind me of Jody. When you in the tribe, it's more than a vibe. So look to the sky like 4th of July. Do what you want before you should die. You gotta get high in order to fly. Look up in the sky. Think I seen a plane. Think I seen a plane. Think I seen a plane. Look up in the sky. Think I seen a plane. Think I seen a plane. Think
We have some sort of oh no, that was the new ball. I think there's not going to be a trade for us today, to be honest. We usually wait another, let's say, 30 minutes. There might not be any trade today. I'm just gonna, like I said before, put my 2 trades, like mandatory trades for the proper. But the setup we framed, I think it's not silly for today. But ES did provide it really well. You've got about 10 points,
When they come, and they will,
which is really good.
they'll come for you. I have an army. We have a Hulk. Oh, I thought the Beast had won it all. You're missing the point. There's no throne. There is no version of this where you come out on top.
Let me infiltrate the beat, concentrate the heat. If you ain't on my level, fuck it, let me be. I'll be going till it's all in motion, talking killing rappers, then I hit my quota. And my train of thought is more a locomotive, talking reason for it, I got locomotives. Used to be on a revenge tip, on a stun on my ex and a friend's tip. I was Spider-Man whipping the black suit, I was powerful but almost lost Luke. Blurring the line between human and artist, try not to change but I swear it's the hardest. I swear when you're up they turn you to a target. Home was a trip, all I did when I'm talking. So, what it take to be an icon? All in your desktop, so I just might already be one. My me with the label, it feels on the table one sign, but I'm down for a free lunch. Just speaking my heat-seeking missiles of hits, but other than me, I see no heat exists. Yo, gassed up, I'm about to go green, go green, go green. Hulk smash if she know me, know me, know me. Write it to life like I'm Stan Lee, Stan Lee, Stan Lee. If life's about to be a cold war, I'm the hero that they asked for. Green, green, green. I'm about to go, I'm about to go. Green, green, green. I'm about to go, I'm about to go. Green, green. I'm about to go, I'm about to go green. Get the fuck back, I'm about to go green. I might begin making a feature a rack. Cause when I hit your beat, I turn shit to Iraq. Dropping bombs like I'm cursing you out. This your house, then I'm kicking you out. Quiet as a mouse, came in the game, not a word is out that I've been lighting the flame. Shit is potent, don't you know it? I've been flowing steady, growing till they know the name. Saw it ahead of time, knew that I'd get to my losing myself in the view to some window pain. I swear I'm all about peace, I'm a positive person. Wasn't always like that, you know it took me some learning. They asked me how I push a positive light, how I keep my composure through internal fights when addressing the mic through these dark nights. Where the Bruce Wayne, what a trick be. Here's some truth that I'll let free. Bruce Banner of rap if you ask me. When my will to win in the track
As you can see, there is exhaustion from the buy side. We have value area high. So I'll take my 2 mandatory trade, but these are not like the trade. I'm just gonna go in and go out, or go in and break even right away. It's just to validate a trading day, so we don't get forfeit on the account. That's all. Hold on, it should not be long. But yeah, that will be it for us today.
Yeah, man, the world needs better laws. Maybe then we'll be better off. I'm hoping that it comes, but it never does. I just wanna be the man my dad never was. Hear my music, it's all soul. Just got new grills and they all go. So I got that beef with the po-po. They don't like my style, no, no, no. I don't really give a damn, I keep steering. Switch gears and the fans just keep cheering. No interceptions, no interference. I'm on an A-team, no Ed Sheeran. I'm headed for the stage now, they clearing all the bad women in the building. Man, there's bad women in the building. Let's get it started tonight. This one's on me, let's go downtown tonight. One shot, two shots, I don't really know if I'm counting right. We drink it down, so we can live it up. Why? Cause you never know what tomorrow brings in this crazy life. Hey, this life, this life, this life, this life. And I'm thankful, even when they say I'm crazy for living. Oh yeah, this baby. Life, this life, this life, all I got. This life. Hey, so let's drink all I got, yo. Everything that we've been through. Yo, ain't nobody shutting it down the way I'm killing it, and anybody talking shit, acting like they innocent. Well, I just wanna be the one to let you know what sentiment. I'm kissing on your girl, and a lip gloss cinnamon. I love it. You set the bar, I'm above it. Backing down, I never does it. Plus I'm buzzing. You got one, I got a dozen. If she's taken, I hope she got a cousin, cause she's hotter than the Arizona landscape. Plus I better do the things that a man can't. I'm a chef and that dude is a pancake. We can keep it a secret just like a handshake. Shit, life ain't free, but alright, let's see what the world brings you. With a guy like me, we could dive head first, baby. I'm an OG, it'll be all good. Just fly with me tonight. This one's on me, let's go downtown tonight. One shot, two shots, I don't really know if I'm counting right. We drink it down, so we can live it up. Why? Cause you never know what tomorrow brings in this crazy life. Hey, this life, this life, this life, this life. And I'm thankful, even when they say I'm crazy for living this life, this life, this life, this life. Hey, so let's drink to everything that we've been through. It's summertime. It's summertime. This one's on me. Let's go downtown tonight. One shot, two shots. I don't really know if I'm counting right. We drink it down so we can live it up. Why? Cause you never know what tomorrow brings in this crazy life. Hey, this life, this life, this life, this life. And I'm thankful, even when they say I'm crazy for living this life, this life, this life, this life. So let's drink to everything that we've been through.
I know I may have changed. I may have lost my way. But every song I've made, yeah, was the blueprint to how I overcame. 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 Overcame.
Yeah, I've wanted a lot of things that I couldn't have. I've done a lot of things that I shouldn't have. Yeah. But I live with no regrets, cause I wouldn't be here if I chose a different path. I've worked so hard, I've worked so thorough. I love my team, I wouldn't trade them for the whole world. But I would trade these groupie bitches in a heartbeat if there was a chance that I could ever have my old girl. My first love, man, I can't believe.
Oh yeah, this might be it for us today. We'll just take the mandatory trades.
Homies out there with a woman that really cares, don't fuck around, it might cost you. Yeah, but like I said, man, it's no regrets. We move forward, stay positive and hope for the
There we
best.
go.
I'm obsessed, I want it all, dog, and nothing less. I'd rather be a dead man than to live with no success. So I spit it from deep in my chest. All of these inner feelings used to just keep them suppressed. Then I wondered why the fuck I would be so depressed. And I realized that I really just need to confess. So when you hear me on a record, it's the real me.
Order filled.
People that can feel me. And if you wanna hate, then go ahead and feel free. But I'ma continue to do this shit until it kills me. I've been lost, I've been found, I've been up, I've been down.
Mandatory trade.
Order
This
filled.
has nothing to do with risk.
Sure that you walk in my shoes.
Stop filled.
There you go. I'm gonna close this one as well.
Just a couple years more. Me and my team about to do a nationwide tour. In a second I will find
There
out.
you go.
It's like I forgot everything I ever cried about. It gets tough. The road may get a little rough. It's all good.
Order canceled.
Ride it out.
Oh,
Used to walk up on these tracks now.
Order filled.
there we go.
Never have to snatch your purse again. Yeah, but
This was just mandatory,
I tell my mama
so we validated a trading day. That's all. I'm not planning on anything.
crazy. Jumping off the walls, going all ADHD. Dropping out of school, no job, I was lazy. You said I end up locked up or pushing up daisies. But you know, girl, that ain't how you raised me. That was just a phase, I wasn't finna let it phase me. Been on a mission just to get it and I got it now. They know the name, my fans asking me to jot it down. This music shit, you know a nigga all about it now. Cause I don't know
Okay, so that's valid now. Let's move on to our trade idea.
girl that used to diss me asking me to call her now. I used to look out in the
But
crowd and hear
I'm
not a
pretty
sound.
convinced that today there
That's what they
might be
showing
not
now.
that much we can do.
I know I may have changed. I may have lost my way. But every song I've made, yeah, was the blueprint to how I overcame.
We might do a practice drills again,
Overcame. Was the
which is
blueprint to
cool.
how I overcame. Was the blueprint to how I overcame. Overcame.
And yeah, I think we're good. We're good for today. I might wait for like a couple of minutes, like to see the 11:30, 11:45 timing. But yeah, that's it. To be 100% honest with y'all.
Yeah, I got when I got mine. Wasn't hot when I got some. Fucking not what I want, but I stack what I want till I'm back on the right
As you can
side.
see, the candles.
Back on the west. Manned up, took a slap on the chest. Running gas,
Oh,
motherfucker, been
actually,
attached, motherfucker,
791
rephrase, let
down
me
to
whip, put the brakes
726.
fly.
That's a good displacement, I'd say.
Look at me, I'm treading through the city. Who you know do it better in the city.
That's an actual very good displacement.
Cheddar in the city, slewing bread in the
Up
city.
to the 766. The actual like value we had in mind, the 66.
Goes for the rich now. Motels turn to this, I'm rich now. Shit, let me
Ah, it's not bad.
baby, how you been? I'm sorry that you missed out. You with a rapper now, huh? He a copy. Look at me, then look at his style.
It's not bad at all, but yeah, we'll be done for today. Uh, this also was a very great area to enter. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you for being with me on my journey. No loss, no win for today so far. And yeah, I wish you guys have a safe trading. I'll be back tomorrow. This was a CPI day. I hope you guys get more value, not as just the journey of, trading funded account and stuff. It's more about like how I view the market and what recurrent thing we can see in the market when you couple it with order flow and price action. When you see price action and the order flow, like means the price mechanics, how the market behaves around that. I hope you guys get great value out of it. And um, and yeah, that's it for me, guys. I wish you have a beautiful day, and I see you tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. Thanks for everybody that come on live and show the love. It was really great sharing that whole process with you. I mean, it's not done. It's just we are done for today. Um, and yeah, I will keep being myself on providing value in terms of order flow, um, price mechanics at a certain key level, like all the things that personally I have been missing when I started trading. That that are now helping me really good on not over trading, not trading at all that type of stuff. So even I'm running other businesses and sometimes I say be right back, so I gotta be right back and stuff. But I can really show you through the journey that I can provide value to you guys, and you don't need to be 8 hours in front of the charts, right? Hold on.
When you get caught up in money, it's fake. The happiest thoughts end up going to waste. I got all my people, they holding me down. They all coming with me when I got the crown. Track, trying to master rap. I never gave it up when they called me whack. I gotta run the game like I'm a running back. I gotta change it up so you ain't stuck with that. Now give me the mic and I'm gone. I'm hoping it ain't for too long, but I'm trying to make it all around the world. Meet the fans that put me on. You know we got it. Yeah, we got it. We gon' fill it up like it's a wallet. We gon' live it up like it's college. We gon' soak it up like it's knowledge. Yeah, and I gotta pay homage to my fam and the fans from the hometown. Got the hill going up when we back now. Put the 919 on the map now when I'm gone.
But yeah, thanks for everybody that came and showed the love. Um, Hopefully, we get some good trading or good opportunity. I'm not really surprised for like a CPI day for market to price that way. I was more expecting price to come back. Um, but yeah, that's something that we pretty much see all the time. I think in my bio I have a Telegram that you can reach, and I think within the next few weeks, if we reach like 1,000 subscribers, I will be sharing some insight for free on like what do I draw myself and what it's actually my whole playbook. And yeah, I will be keeping providing value to you guys. All right. So I wish you guys have a safe trading and be careful. Be careful.